chilling video from Play Bar and Grill shows people out after the Browns game who were sent scattering and taking cover after someone decided to end an altercation with gunfire. Now,
man, I'm ready to scope on hoes, on kids. Anybody you love, I'm killing their ass. I don't give no fuck. I don't give no fuck. If you love them, they ass better act like they into it with you or they ass getting blue, switch tees. I'm telling you, with that fucking deep, nigga.
Gone with a 50-round mag.
the detective spots him and hops out when he fires off multiple rounds.
I know 7 a.m. I'm shot.
The teenager.
Hey, OG, talk to him, OG. Talk your shit, OG. Look here, I'm the brown daddy of 17. Yeah.
Welcome to Midwest Steppas. Go ahead, get situated. We got a situation. And this ain't news, it's the streets talking. So slap that like button, subscribe if you rocking with the real Midwest stories. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes. When people think about the most dangerous cities in the Midwest, they usually go straight to Chicago, Detroit, St. Louis, Milwaukee, even Flint. But in reality, Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland, Ohio is one of the most dangerous cities in the Midwest, even ranking over Chicago when you're talking per capita. And the crazy part is, nobody really talks about it. We talking about shootouts, gangs, and bodies piling up, and barely anybody outside the city even knows. So today, we diving into Cleveland, the trenches, the gangs, and some of the most brutal crimes coming out the Midwest. Now, Cleveland is different from Chicago or California in regards to the gang activity. Yes, they have vice lords, GDs, Bloods, all the above. Cleveland has a similar characteristics to Detroit in the sense that they claim hoods, blocks, neighborhoods, rather than gangs from other states. So stick with me as I try to decipher these gangs with you. First one I want to bring up is Chase Gang, CG, aka 2647, located around Huff and East 59th, home to Chase Gang General.
So we can pull up, nigga out here in the top, now he a dumb. We got the shit we can't run from. Luhh2Third thought it was sweet, all fun and games. So the fuck nigga heard that bun.
Chase Gang WAP.
Nigga, who the fuck is Rick? Who the fuck is D-Lo Damon? Chip Block 20 with the switch on the back, it was blowing too fast. This bitch then fucked up the head. Watch skin on
Lil Rose CG.
God protect me from the worst, they wanna see me dead. Walk up out the house with one up in the head. Done a nigga down, shoot till it click, it ain't no plan dead.
Lil Zah, affiliated also with Baby Trench. Stick with me. You also had WDG, Walk Down Gang, 30th, over off, you guessed it, East 30th Street. Home to Cleveland's biggest rapper, Lil 50. Rose Camp.
Come through banging seeds, that's for the camp, that's for them catches, just wait till we catch us one. No LA come through, leave a pussy, nigga, what a song.
WDG 300.
Try to turn around, it was too late, cause I'm already dumping. Ain't no getting away, see niggas out there falling, triplet stumping.
And then you got the Plex, close to 79th and Addison. That area is ran by like 19 Act and Tavy Youngin.
Pull up swinging the switch like a bat, trying to tap me a top every time I swing it.
Hey, I been and came MP, cause I been doing Glock, so that folks me don't impress me.
These three gangs are younger brothers, nephews, cousins of the Blitz. Now, not every member is Blitz, but most are descendants or put down in some way, shape, or form by Blitz members, which is a older gang that's sort of split up. You get what I'm saying? So you'll notice that they have a lot of the same friends and same enemies. Now, speaking of enemies, they had a lot, with some of the biggest being 627 Lakeview off of Lakeview, who also is clicked with 627 Clark off of Clark, which is somewhat in the jungle neighborhood, another old prominent gang, but we gonna skip that. Notable rappers is 627 Big Z.
On my head, a lot the ones around, they never taught me shit. Out the sounds of gang, the ones who shed blood never brought me in.
Luhh2Third.
Niggas ain't never blew that drink in his ass, been posting that bitch for weeks. Niggas fake come through the block, talk about they ass looking for tweets.
Affiliated with Rack Chasing Day. And you had 129, aka the Nines, claiming 129th Street.
See what a bitch stuck on that back, this bitch sound like a bomb. So many sticks in his whip, boy, don't get blitzed, this shit like Vietnam.
BOG/700 Bounce Out Gang by East 40th. and 237 right off Harvard. Stick with me. Now, as you can see, this is not just random groups. This is a whole network of neighborhoods, alliances, and ongoing beefs. Now, this is where everything starts connecting. All these crews may be from different blocks, but the real story is how they connect and who they into it with. Now, Chase Gang General had a hate for 129 and 237, especially with a guy called Bush from 129. And Bush hated him. I couldn't find how the beef all started, probably like most, dissing, you know what I'm saying, just because you from two different hoods, two different blocks, or some female or some stuff like that. Now, Bush was riding around with some of his 2-9 homies, looking for something to get into, some trouble. When they seen Chase Gang General on the 1300 block of East 75th Street at the gas station, they started letting off shots at Chase Gang General. Chase would pull out and get back off, shooting over there at Bush them, but he ended up smacking Bush. Now, this where it get wicked right here, because after Bush got shot, his boys were rumored to push him out the car. Wow, did him dirty. And what make it so bad, this boy was a ball player. He had recruits coming to look at him. So sad, but unfortunately, it's not half as bad as some of the stories I got coming up next. Chase is currently locked up, picked up January 26th to date. Chase may get out since they shot at him first, so self-defense, but maybe some time for the gun. Chase was also said to be Cleveland's biggest hope for their drill music scene. But that wouldn't be the end of Chase Gang, because knuckleheads flock together. So another Chase Gang member, Luhh2Third, CG, will be arrested on the senseless murder of Jahari Stigmal at the deli on 158th, September 19, 2005. I don't know if they had a pre-existing beef or something was said, or whatever it wasn't worth it. And he was stupid enough to do it on camera with a mask on. Check it out. I can't believe he did that like that right there on camera, man. And to make matters even dumber, he had on a shiesty, but did it bareface. Then he wore the shiesty in a music video. Man, we talking about demons. Now, mind you, this was just public knowledge about one group, man. It's real demons over that city. People report heavy air and dark vibes. Cleveland is also an energy center like Detroit and Chicago. And little do people know, Cleveland is a graveyard. It used to be inhabited by the Ottawa Indians that were killed and pushed out west in the Northwest Indian War, which is some of y'all ancestors. We not all from Africa, but I won't get into that. Back to the story, because this is one of the most gruesome stories I think I ever covered, and I don't even use the word gruesome. It's the Luhh2Third, aka Tweak.
Man, I'm ready to scope on hoes, on kids. Anybody you love, I'm killing their ass. I don't get no fuck.
A young inspiring rapper out of 627 Lakeview, a gang that lost quite a bit of his members. We'll get into that. Now, Luhh2Third was rumored to be one of the ones and put belt down for the fallen homies, but he was also very disrespectful on the mic, and he had dropped a song dissing everybody almost.
Niggas ain't never blew that drink in his ass, been posting that bitch for weeks. Niggas fake come through the block, talk about they ass looking for tweet.
Now, I don't know if it was the song or what he did in the streets or both of them mixed together, but it didn't end well for him. Because on Christmas Eve, Luhh2Third would walk down to the store, going to get some snacks and stuff. You know, regular little kid stuff, because they is like 15, 16. But 2Third wasn't alone, because he was being stalked like prey around 7 demons ready to pounce. No soon as Luhh2Third made it in the store, they appeared out the shadows. Luhh2Third, unaware of what's going on, probably looking for chips and ice cream sandwiches and stuff. Then he hear the store door open just to look up and see 7 demons with guns and masks. Luhh2Third tried to get the fuck out of there, but that wasn't happening. They cut off all the aisles. Sooner or later, they cornered him, stood over him, and out of 50 shots, it's rumored that 30 was left inside the Luhh2Third. They say the scene up there at that store was graphic, and graphic enough that one of them threw up on the scene. Shit, imagine being that store clerk with 7 badass kids running around, shooting up the store, trying to kill another kid.
I don't have no peace until I have 7 people that's accountable for what happened to my son.
But naturally, it wouldn't take long to find out who it was. The shooters were allegedly Baby Walk.
And look, this is what bruh had too. This EBK top right here. With this right here, it's EBK, bruh. That nigga had this on him when he got clipped. And it sucks to be him. Heard him. Thought we heard him. This nigga voice coming out the chop. You know what I mean, EBK? I'm like, dead nigga's voice get coming out the chop.
Marshawn, aka Baby Tweak, 582 Blizz, Tweak 30, and Lil B. And no, you're not tripping. It's like 1,000 niggas named Tweak, Walk, or Threat in Ohio. I don't know what's up with that. And it was like 2 or 3 different hoods on that hit. 237, 582, and 20. But mainly 237. Marshawn was rumored to be the one who threw up, and he turned himself in the next day. Then it all just started falling down like dominoes. But also, Tweak 30 had got locked for a separate body, a Wu Bands.
I ain't really into design. My favorite fashion 23. I put that on God to always run up in some comments. By any means, I gotta eat. I got a little boy on the way. I gotta let him know that I'm a goat and not a sheep. And I
a 79 member, aka The Valley, aka No Limit, who was also an affiliate of Marlo 79.
After rockin' with they 152 for we come get them. I got 2 3 rockin' peace side and V's behind the wheel.
And Marley, and people like Thing 1 and Thing 2. 237 seem to be some of the main spankers. But then you got some people from 79 like Marley, who was rumored to be a beast. Marley was rumored to have like 5 bodies at least, but he locked up for around 3 of them, including another rapper from Blitz, 19-year-old Tavy Youngin.
I been and came MP, cause I been doing Glock, so that folks be on impress me.
Tavy Youngin and his members were at a funeral, but Marley got the drop on them. When Tay them left the funeral, they followed them. They put up alongside Tay and them and let off shots and drove off. Some of the Blitz members got out the car and returned shots to no avail. Marley would go on a run for like 3 years before the police caught up with him. As you can figure, he got a long ass time. But what make it really worse, if you think it's wild what these YNs do to their enemies, wait until you hear what they do to each other. 627 would lose 3 members within hours. Luhh2Third would lose his life on the 1700 block of Euclid, downtown somewhere, from what I hear. You'll hear stories that he just got caught lacking, but you'll also hear stories that he was backdoored, which makes a lot more sense. From what I heard, that some of the members got him to come out. I guess the city was busting or something. When he walked in front of them, they hit him in the back of the head. Almost simultaneously, you had 2 more members of the same gang, 627 Luhh and 627 Glitch, where 627 Luhh would kill 627 Glitch and then later that day kill himself. And to make matters even more funny is rumors that Luhh2Third was there when Luhh killed Glitch. It seemed like somebody tried to get all of them out the way, but who knows? But all I know is these are kids killing each other, killing people, and killing themselves. And if you think it stopped there, it didn't. A 627 member named Manny will link up with another 627 member named Saya. They've been having some back and forth with GG Squeeze.
I ain't got no time be waiting on niggas, so drop on the house till we coming through. Fully AP with 60 inside this bitch, don't get caught in the loop.
He went out looking for GG Squeeze and some CVM members. GG and CVM is almost like the same thing. While out prowling, they'll bump into some GG members on the 1700 block of Avalon. Manny and Saya got the throwing at them. They started throwing back in broad daylight. Manny and Saya will overlap, crossing paths. So Saya, in the midst of throwing and weaving, he'll buzz 627 Manny in the head, shooting his own mans. Saya will bounce and lead Manny to his demise. Now, mind you, these are kids, man. Young adults. Most not even over 25 yet. 21 to say. Undeveloped brains. They don't know who they are yet, living in their lower chakras. That's why they display that animalistic behavior. Fathers, it's time to get involved and stay involved. For example, this story of this young kid right here who lost his life probably over a bag of weed. Whatever it wasn't no more than $100. Now Longwood is another gang from off Longwood. Click with WDG, Walk Down Gang, and they have a long-standing beef with 40th, aka BOG, Bounce Out Gang. With plenty of conflict between the two, it'll make you wonder why Longwood Slick will even be messing with BOG members, D-Lo and Backdoor. It'll all be caught on camera, a Slick meeting up with D-Lo and Backdoor and some unknown assailant to sell them a bag of who knows what.
And killed last night, and 18-year-old Bryce Tanksley, who was already taken into custody. It's because of the 15-year-old's murder last night that the prosecutor's office believes that Baker is in danger. And the prosecutor's office, along with the U.S. Marshals, are calling for the public's assistance in bringing him into custody safely.
I don't know if they found out it was fake or he ganked them or something, because they let him get pretty far before they start blowing. Watch the demons, y'all. But yeah, from that distance, they hit and kill Slick. And what that do? Just feed the cycle. Backdoor would get locked up for the murder of Slick. WDG Kales would catch D-Lo and punish him. Then somebody punished Kales. It just keep going. Couldn't have been over $100 worth of shit. They killed that boy over and threw their lives away in the process. And that's what it all comes down to. I don't think you understand who you are, black man. Wake up. Now I got one more story for y'all, but this story is about a mass shooting. One that's prompted the Cleveland Browns to leave Cleveland. Because after a Cleveland Browns game, the city was lit. People didn't want to go home, so they all hit the flats. You know how it is after an event, people still trying to kick it. So they all congregate around a local bar that they call the Flats. The Flats was getting pretty overcrowded, so they started dispersing people, telling them they had to leave. Everybody moved out into the street, where an argument started to pursue between Luhh2Third 39 from the Foxes, MFO. Him and one of his homeboys got into it with, I guess, two other rival members. Reports say on September 7, 2025, around 6:12 p.m., Savon Robinson, Eric Sharp, a 17-year-old male, and additional juveniles and young adults were outside the bar near the Front Avenue and West 10th Street in the Flats in downtown Cleveland after the Cleveland Brown home opener. A verbal altercation with another group of juveniles and young adults occurred between the two groups. Following the verbal altercation, several individuals brandished firearms and fired multiple rounds at each other while surrounded by crowds of hundreds of people. Hundreds of people sought cover or ran as the gunfire occurred.
Now, they do believe they have one of the shooters in custody. He was shot multiple times and is at the hospital, but 5 people were also injured in this terrifying shootout. Chilling video from Play Bar and Grill shows people out after the Browns game who were sent scattering and taking cover after someone decided to end an altercation with gunfire. Now, we know at least 3 people had serious injuries and were in critical condition. Police say when a large crowd was asked to leave Play Bar and Grill, which was overcrowded, once they got onto the street where it was packed, that's when an altercation led to gunshots flying. Now, multiple vehicles were hit along with a window at Margaritaville.
The Cleveland Division of Police and Cleveland EMS responded to the scene. All 6 individuals were transported to a nearby hospital and treated for their injuries. One of the suspects took the police on a high-speed chase. He was caught and shot multiple times. See, these is a bunch of boys who can't control their emotions. They're very emotional. See, in the Bible, when they talked about Jesus walking on water, they wasn't talking about no, ooh, I'm walking on water type stuff like you would see in some type of movie or something. Water symbolizes emotion. Jesus overstood his emotions. He knew how to control his emotions. And that's what we gotta do as men. It's an equilibrium out here. And we gotta teach these kids, cause look what they doing. And they gonna fuck it up for everybody. Now, the Cleveland Browns is talking about leaving Cleveland behind this incident because they can't even enjoy themselves out here in the world no more. What have we come to? I think we've been too lazy. We gotta teach these kids. And that's the purpose of these videos, to let y'all see what our kids out here doing and what we gonna do to try to bring awareness to the situation. And not only awareness, but what are we gonna do? Because it's about doing. And this is Midwest Steppas. Thank you for joining in. If you like the real Midwest stories, go ahead and hit that button. Like, subscribe, support. You, me, and I'm you. Peace.